Ladies and gentlemen, we finally are going to move into the draft. This is the 8th broadcast of the Korean DOTA2 League, Tier 2 Best of 1 between Eye of the Tiger Hammer and Monkey Spanner. So the first two bans, Bat Rider removed from the pool. This is a hero that we haven't seen as much in the Korean scene, but it is a hero that has been certainly gaining a lot more momentum, but I feel nowadays teams are a lot better at kind of dealing with the Bat Rider just in various different ways. Nyx Assassin comes to mind as probably one of the more prime heroes to deal with him. Just pop up that spiked carapace as soon as he, lassos in with somebody with that Fire Flight. And of course, Ancient Apparition, another hero that's been making a lot of waves. It really feels like that ultimate, it forces you to kind of move back and not do team fights, because not being able to heal at all can really be a big detrimental in your team. And Monkey Spanner, they're deciding to remove a little bit of Rat Dota action with the Furion taken out of the pool, that Nature's Prophet. And Invoker, a Quaz Wex Invoker nowadays is extremely strong and just such a hard hero to deal with when it comes to those 5-man team fights. There is Chrissy from Eye of the Tiger, one of the peonies on the team. And as far as the first two picks go, we have Lycan as a first pick from Eye of the Tiger, another hero that has been gaining a lot of traction both in pubs and in competitive games recently. I mean, the hero, he brings a lot of push power to the table. He's very good at, picking off heroes. He's definitely a good carry. Excellent Necro Minion holder, and can easily kill off Roshan very early in the match. Monkey Spanner, though, they're picking up two heroes that don't have a lot of weaknesses. The Doom, of course, pretty much can shut down any hero with his ultimate. I don't anticipate that the Lycan will be a prime target for that Doom. I'm sure there's other heroes, like the Dazzle, for instance, that would be a hero to be picked off by the Doom. And the Timbersaw. This is actually, I feel like the Dazzle's a good pick against the Timbersaw, because that reactive armor is one of the things that just makes Timbersaw so damn hard to kill. And Dazzle's ultimate, coupled with if he decides to pick up a Medallion, that's going to be a lot of negative armor that's going to make this Timbersaw much squishier than he would normally want to be. So I do anticipate that this Dazzle, he'll use that Weave ultimate in a much more offensive manner than last time. Or not last time, than in general. I'm sure they'll try to hit everybody with that ultimate. You gotta love his little statement there. 2D saying, "I am feeder." And I'm too afraid to pronounce his real name because I may get it wrong, but to me, he's 2D. He's the adorable little 2D from Singapore. Alright, so Eye of the Tiger, they are getting rid of Ember Spirit, another hero that really been seen a lot in competitive play. I know Navi likes to run them. And Shadow Shaman, another kind of push hero being removed from the lineup of Eye of the Tiger. I think maybe the Lycan pick kind of scared Monkey Spanner, and they didn't want to face against any additional pushing power. But they did ban out the first two heroes, the Invoker and the Nature's Prophet, which can be good for pushing, before they did see any of the heroes on EoT's side. And that's also kind of interesting to see the Crystal Maiden removed from the pool. I guess that literally can stop Lycan in his tracks with her Frostbite ability. So that is a good ban. I can definitely see that. Also, Monkey Spanner still fishing for some support picks. They do have two of their core heroes. Well, we'll see where this Timbersaw ends up. I do anticipate that being an offlane Timbersaw. Doom will probably be in the jungle, could end up safe lane, maybe even in the mid. I guess Zephyr does actually... Blitz will end up playing both Timbersaw and the Doom in the mid lane. So Monkey Spanner not really revealing too much with their lineup, and even Eye of the Tiger, they could still do this a few different ways, but I can anticipate the Lycan going off to that safe lane, and oh, Disruptor as the third pick. I love this hero. Definitely makes for exciting games, and I really like this pick, actually. If you think about it, you know, when you use the Glimpse on the Lycan, it doesn't matter how fast he is, if he's just going to come back right to where you want him over the next few seconds. And as well, Shallow Grave can be another ability that kind of, I guess, like semi-countered by the Glimpse, or at least kind of useful against it. A hero glimpses and just narrowly gets away. You can go ahead and bring him back, and the Shallow Grave will be over. You can just pick him off. The Nyx is going to be the next pickup for Eye of the Tiger. And Nyx, I feel, just a really strong hero in the current meta. Really good at creating space. You can lane him basically wherever you want. You can put him as a support. You can put him in the offlane, which we're seeing more and more commonly nowadays. Bambo loves that offlane Nyx assassin. But it is looking like he could end up there. At the very least, that mana burn will be annoying to deal with if it becomes a one-on-one situation between the Timbersaw and the Nyx assassin. But still room for greed. Definitely still room for greed. I want to know, what other heroes are we going to see from Monkey Spanner? They have some durable heroes, and I do feel against Eye of the Tiger's lineup that's kind of what they need, because this Lycan, the Nyx assassin, they can just pick off heroes if they're not careful. So, having a hero like Timbersaw and Doom, they're going to be pretty decent, I feel, against EoT's lineup. But overall, I do feel like EoT has a pretty darn balanced lineup so far, but Naga being picked up as next hero. And this is actually a really good pickup for Monkey Spanner, because that net, it goes through the Black King bar, through that magic and invulnerability, which is going to make her very useful against the Lycan. We don't know if it's going to be played as a support Naga Siren or as a position 2 Naga Siren in the mid lane. But that's one cool thing I am liking about Monkey Spanner's draft. It's very well protected. You don't know where all these heroes are going to end up, at the end of the draft. But Eye of the Tiger deciding to pick up the Dragonite. That's going to almost guaranteedly be in the mid lane. And, that's just overall a pretty solid hero. There are a few heroes that beat him mid, but he's kind of just one of those stable heroes, I suppose. Good at a lot of different stages in the game, can help carry later on. Really good for pushing towers, and just being a overall tanky, beefy hero that can dish out some DPS in the team fights and provide a little bit of extra disables. And that extra disable, I actually am a really big fan of, because Dazzle, while he does have the slow ability, he doesn't have a hard stun, and this Dragonite is going to bring that into Eye of the Tiger's draft. And as we check out the last two bans, Eye of the Tiger removing the Bane from the pool, which would be actually another hero that's very good against the Lycan. And this also kind of shows that Eye of the Tiger anticipates this Naga being played in more of a farming role than a support role. And with the Enchantress ban out from Monkey Spanner, there is still, okay, Chen and Enchantress removed. So, wow. Monkey Spanner, basically, they love banning pushing heroes. They do not want to play against that kind of strategy. But their last pick, they still have a few different options. They need to grab another support if they're going to be playing a more farming Naga role. If they don't want to put the Doom in the jungle, they can do that. I do think, though, that this Timbersaw will be in the offlane. There's, of course, Karn. We'll see if he's going to end up on the Doom. Actually, I did talk to Karn yesterday about Doom, and okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a position 1 Doom then. Obviously, support Naga Siren. Viper's in the mid lane, and actually, when I saw that Dragon Knight pick, I was thinking to myself, well, it's a good hero, but it does lose to Viper pretty hard in the mid lane. So that's going to be a big concern for Eye of the Tiger. They're going to need to do a little bit of ganking on him, and with the removal of Enchantress and Chen, there's going to be less ganking potential from Eye of the Tiger. Yes, they still have the Nyx Assassin and the Dazzle, but they won't have an as easy time to do ganking, and I still believe that the Nyx Assassin will end up in the off lane. But it is looking like Karn will be on the Doom. He was also telling me that that's kind of his go-to hero when he just wants the win pub games, so I would not be surprised to see Karn end up on the Doombringer. And Eye of the Tiger rounding up their lineup with the Visage, a very, very powerful support hero. So the drafts are completed. The players have selected their heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some more Korean Dota 2 action here at the KDL. My name is Whiplash. It's time for the first game of the day between Monkey Spanner and their opponents, Eye of the Tiger. Let's move into the match. As we move into the first game of the day, or I suppose evening, it is around 7:30 p.m. Korean Standard Time. This is a Tier 2 match. This is the 8th broadcast. Eye of the Tiger Hammer versus Monkey Spanner, best of 1. And this is actually a very big proving match for Monkey Spanner, because I feel like they've been improving a lot, but Eye of the Tiger, I don't think they've been better than they have now. Zephyrs kind of collectively said they do anticipate Eye of the Tiger to take the match. Both lineups are, I'd say, very balanced, actually. I do like the lineups on both ends. They're looking pretty good. Looks like Eye of the Tiger, Pyong just putting a ward in the top lane, just to make sure. And 4885 handling the Disruptor. Also putting down a ward of his own. That's actually a ward position we don't see as much, so kind of cool to see it there. It will be a little bit harder to de-ward should Eye of the Tiger want to do that. And the lanes look fairly standard. Pyong does get the invisibility rune for the top lane. He could go towards the mid, but the Viper, even at the early levels, he is still fairly hard to take out without a hard stun, so I don't anticipate they'll go for that first blood. Oh, and Monkey Spanner already picking out the first ward, so that's going to be a nice little bonus for them. And when you get that ward removed in the bottom lane as the offlaner, it's that much harder to kind of deal with that situation. You're forced to be even more defensive than you normally would want to. And Rior will be handling the Dragon Knight in the mid lane, already picking up his bottle very early. Probably just had a tango or two pulled to him. And we're going to see Nace from Monkey Spanner handling the Viper. Went for an early Wraithband, and actually he's gotten a lot of damage already on this DK. Going to be forced to use up a few bottle charges. And this is what I was talking about. Viper absolutely destroys DK when it comes to the mid lane. So we're going to have to see a lot of Bottle Crow action from him. If he can manage to get a rune or two, though, I think Rior will at least be able to get some experience in the lane. But he's probably not going to get too many last hits. And as far as the other lanes go, just a standard tri-lane versus tri-lane. Chrissy, of course, handling the Nyx Assassin. Tootie, the Singaporean. And a newest recruit, the Monkey Spanner. Actually just chilling here. He's waiting for that middle rune. Pyong's joining him, though. trying to contest that mid rune. And Rior heading to the top as well. Is luck on his side? No, but luck is not favoring the Dragon Knight. Now Viper, is he going to get the rune bottom? Will it get denied by someone else? That's the question. We do see Nyx Assassin and 4885 moving down towards it. I anticipate he'll just attack it, denies the rune. So well, good execution by Monkey Spanner. And this is just going to make Dragon Knight, ooh, missing the Dragon Breath as well. That's pretty big. Nace is just going to completely dominate this lane. There's not much Rior can do besides soak up experience. 2D, though, still at level 1. He hasn't managed to get too much experience as well. And with a hero like Dazzle, you can really zone out. The Timber Saw on this top lane, you got a lot of range to work with. And Monkey King Spanner, Smoke Ink at the mid lane, but Rior is pretty defensive. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the gank off. He is hugging that tower. Eye of the Tiger, they know the supports are missing. And yeah, the smoke's worn off, and that's unfortunate for Monkey Spanner. Not going to get anything out of that gank. EoT way too prepared for that to happen. Oh, 2D. Side in the back away. He's on the Timber Saw. He should be okay. There's not too much killing power in this top lane. They have a lot of straight up DPS, but they don't have any hard stuns, and that's kind of the thing that you kind of need to take out Timber Saw. You can slow him all you want, but he can Timber Chain away. So Nace already up to 20 last hits. Doom at 22, but this Lycan 27 last hits. He's doing very good for himself. Early mana boots for the Doom, and the Dragon Knight did pick up the haste rune. Man, he is just having no luck with this mid lane. Not hitting any of those flame breaths. So 2D has managed to at least pick up his boots. Eye of the Tiger. Their supports are smoked up near that tower. This could be first blood. Yeah, this is not looking good. The Timber Chain's used. He's backing away, trying to go into the jungle, but oh man, there's no escape for 2D. This is most likely going to be first blood, but can he escape? Can he get out? He's running away. 2D, is he going to escape? Oh my God, the jukes. Look at him. Look at how happy he is. He managed to escape. That was absolutely amazing. I can't believe he survived that. That is insane! Eye of the Tiger! That was supposed to be their guaranteed first blood. 2D showing that Singapore, they're not going to deal with the antics from the Filipinos. But oh my gosh, that was some next level juking. Very, very impressive by 2D. Already a fan of this guy. And man, was he happy when he escaped that gank as well. Yeah, by the way, guys, I am not controlling the camera. This is just a piggyback broadcast on the Korean screen. Thankfully, they do have a very good observer that doesn't miss like anything. He's really good. But beyond that, unfortunately, I have no control. So there are certain statistics I won't be able to bring up. But, you know, I suppose not revealing everything, it can be part of the fun. Chrissy, oh, he's doomed. There's a net as well. 2 town portals instantly as the follow-up, but Chrissy will fall for 885. He's getting slowed. An additional slow on him, but the DPS, it's not there. First blood to Monkey Spanner. And this leaves Jo alone in the top lane. Viper ultimating up on Jo, but there's no stun. The slow isn't going to do much. When you use that Lycanol, once you use it, man, nothing slows you down. You're stuck at that max 522 move speed. But still, this is going to at least put a bit of a hamper in Lycan's farm. Visage, though, he's got to be very careful here. He doesn't want to get over aggressive. There's absolutely no kill potential in this lane. Lycan's ult is down. Timbersaw is tanky. Looking good. Rior as... Let's see. He's gotten 24 last hits compared to Nace's 35. So the last hits going to our flying dragon thing. I don't actually know what Viper is, by the way. If someone knows what kind of species he is. I know in Warcraft 3 he was a nether dragon. He looks to be a little bit different, though, in this game. Last hits, the Lycan still topping the boards, up to 50, just shy of 8 minutes into the match, so very impressive. This is going to be a very early mechanism for Karn. He's been doing very good on his last hits as well, up to 49, so neck and neck. I would say that overall, Monkey Spanner are doing slightly better in the laning phase, but the heroes that where it really counts, you know, your hard carries, it's relatively even across the board. MK, though, thanks to that first blood and overall just out-farming their opponents, they are up about 2,000 gold. So not too bad considering it's only 8.5 minutes into the match. Rior rotating towards the top lane, and yeah, I think this tier 1 tower is probably going to fall. Monkey Spanner, they are having a few people TP in. Oh my gosh, they didn't use the fortification. And there's a lot of TPs. In comes a big team fight. Doom hitting J-Ho. He's going to go ahead and fall. Rose could be next. In comes the Dragon Knight, though. He's chasing away 4-8-5. The mechanism from Karm keeps him alive. Where's Annette? Where's the slow Rior? He's hasted. He's running away. So at the end of the day, it's a tower for a hard carry trade. I guess that's relatively even. Not a huge difference on either end. But Monkey Spanner, I guess they're... Oh, hold on a second, though. Rose in a lot of trouble. He's going to escape, though. Not enough kill power, especially with Jo returning to the top lane. Tootie's got to be careful to not get overzealous. Nace hit with the stun, but still... well, he's actually pretty low on health. He's going to have to be a little bit careful. But overall... I could have seen that tower being saved. I think Monkey Spanner, they kind of botched saving the tower, but they did have a favorable team fight. So 2D picking up his mana boots, and he's going to have a wand as well. Invisibility rune in the bottom lane. And if we check out the overall ward placement of Eye of the Tiger, they really just want to try to have that rune control, but they're actually not going to get it. The puck picks it up. Rior without a rune once again. Monkey Spanner has done a pretty good job at shutting down this mid lane. They haven't really killed the Dragon Knight, but they have prevented him from getting runes a lot of the time, and they have prevented a good amount of his farm. Yeah, 31 to 52 last hits, 10 minutes into the match. Not too amazing for Eye of the Tiger. Look at this, 4-8-8-5. He's just waiting in the jungle. There's a lot of missing supports for Eye of the Tiger. And the Viper would be a prime target as well as the Doom. And Christy, though, the Vendetta runs out. But we do have 3 smoked members of Eye of the Tiger looking to make something happen. Rose, Rior, Nyx Assassin. Moving towards the bottom lane. There is the Doom there as well as the Naga. But I believe Naga's level 6 at least, so they're going to have to deal with that Song of the Siren. If they don't do the double stun, it's not going to work, and Eye of the Tiger, they're not getting these smoke ganks off. It's just proving to be ineffective. Monkey Spanner, you know, they're really on point from what I can tell today. But Eye of the Tiger, their Lycan has still gotten a very good amount of farm. Oh, and Doom, it's going to go ahead, hit Rose. That's enough DPS to finish him off. Shallow Grave heals him up, but they're going to get the deny. Oh my God, no, the deny! Huge mistake by Pyong. That was not supposed to happen, but at the same time, at the top, they do have one of their members die. Actually, 2 fall, both Timbersaw and the support disruptor. So 2-for-1 trade, but getting some kills on the board for Eye of the Tiger. And best of all, I believe Jo got at least one of those kills. Actually, he got both. So all of the kills going to the carries on their respective teams. But Nace just picked up a haste rune. I don't think he'll make chase, though. Jo picking up a medallion very shortly. So we will see him most likely try the do a smoke into the Roshan pit relatively soon. And we'll see if Monkey Spanner is good at kind of dealing with that. Just some more zoning from Nace, trying to keep this Dragonite away. Monkey Spanner even pinging. And then the Karn pinging that, nope, man, Lycan's up top, don't worry about him. So I am curious to see when this Lycan will head towards the jungle. Karn moving towards the top. He has the Doom available. Doom on Jo. And in comes the Timbersaw. Nice double impel. Chrissy and then the Familiars. Is there going to be enough DPS follow-up? Tootie getting very aggressive. This could be very costly, though. I don't think they can finish him off. Yeah, that's an overextension. Tootie ends up falling. Running in 4 against 1. Not the best decision from him. I could see that maybe working if Monkey Spanner had rotated a few of their supports towards bottom or top, but that wasn't the case. At least, though, the Snaga picking up a little bit of farm in the bottom lane, but there's still all of the Tier 1 towers available for Eye of the Tiger, and they are starting to do a little bit of work on this Tier 2. And one of the most dangerous things about the Lycan, it's going to be good against tower pushing in the mid lane. Rior, few stunts, hit Nace, but out comes a lot of DPS from MKS. Not really accomplishing too much, trying to get the Familiar. Will live the fight another day. Nace has to be very careful. Well, there's no Impale follow-up. I guess there is the Mana Boots that would allow that, but Chrissy, the Vendetta is going to run out. So no death on the Viper. As we move in about 15 minutes into the match, Monkey Spanner and Eye of the Tiger, they're tied up 3-3. Relatively even match. Monkey Spanner did spill first blood, but Eye of the Tiger have managed to get a single Tier 1 tower. Still, it's a game of they're trying to be aggressive on both ends, but most of the time they're not getting the kills. A lot of survivability on both ends if you think about it, with Shallow Grave, the tankiness and survivability of a lot of Eye of the Tiger's characters, and then Monkey Spanner. The same can really be said about for them, and instead of that Shallow Grave, they have that Naga Siren with Song of the Siren. Uh-oh. The Park, though, easy pickings. Chrissy getting him, and Doom, Karn, gonna go ahead, use his Doom, but does he have enough DPS to finish him off? He's chasing him down. Another hit or two, and he should die. The Dazzle comes in time, though, to keep him alive. Can Pyong deny him, though? No, he can't. Karn with the forward blank gets the kill. But there's going to be a little bit of a revenge pickoff. Jo does manage to kill off his opponent. And Karn's actually, he needs the blink away. But it's not, hey, he does get the blink. So very nice jukes from Karn. His farm trailing behind the Lycan slightly, but still decent, but about 10 creep kills behind, a little bit more. Viper, though, still pretty far ahead of this Dragonite. And Timbersaw has actually managed to almost tie up with the Dragonite in last hits. which means an earlier Bloodstone for the Timber Saw, which is pretty much the item that you want to get. It's the to-go item. And that's going to be the first Tier 1 tower for Monkey Spanner, grabbed by Nace, the Viper. And yeah, these teams are really neck and neck. My question is, though, late game, I have a feeling Eye of the Tiger, their experience, and I guess having Jo on their team will give them a bit of an advantage later on. Oh, here comes the Smoke Ache. They're moving in. There's not a lot of Eye of the Tiger around here. Jo is in a lot of trouble. He gets healed up. There's a lot of DPS on him. Pyong, Chrissy helping out, trying to keep them in there, but Jo, he actually gets killed. Very nice plays, and here's a song follow-up. This is going to give Monkey Spanner a lot of time to set up for the kills. Are they going to go for it? Out comes the Impale. Grave as well, but down goes Timber Saw. The Park may actually be next. This is a very botched attempt. The Monkey Spanner, Karn, and Nace not with the rest of their team. That definitely had to be a bit of miscommunication from Monkey Spanner. They did manage to get the two of the heroes low on Eye of the Tiger, but not enough to send him back to the well, not securing a kill. So yeah, a little bit of a disappointing play by Monkey Spanner. I feel if they went and fought by the Park, they would have almost certainly killed off the Nyx Assassin and maybe even the Dazzle as well, if they were grouped up. It just wasn't the case, though. So JO's already moving back to the Roshan pit. Eye of the Tiger. It looks like they're going to get this, yeah. Too much DPS, too fast. So despite Jo dying, he does manage to get the Aegis. Also already has a Necrominion 1 book in his possession. Dazzle also grabbing some mana boots. And Bleakdecker is finished up for the Nyx Assassin as well. Very, very nice item for that hero. Just allows him to get really good positioning for those Impales. And Monkey King Spanner, they're still ahead by about 5,000 gold. And I think that Roshan kill did help him out. And this Tier 1 tower, I imagine, is going to fall. Yep, down it goes. And the last hit for Jo. In comes the remainder of Monkey Spanner. And there's the net. It's good on Jo, but do they have the DPS to finish him off? There is a stun from Karn, but follow-up stun, Chrissy, keeping Jo alive. The Aegis is popped, though. And yeah, I don't think there's any escape for this Lycan. They are just shutting him down. Jo falls. Monkey Spanner, 7-6, pops the Aegis and gets the kill on the Lycan. Their team fight is just looking very strong in this situation. Chrissy, he's vendetted. Who's he going to get a kill on, though? Oh, he's going to go for 4885. The Doom's available, though. Okay, here we go. Impale follow-up, Mana Burn, blinks away. Doom hits Chrissy, but Karn, he's not getting this. So very, very well played by the Nyx Assassin. As far as overall net worth go, Karn is way ahead of the pack. Can't forget about that gold increase from Devour, though, eating up those creeps. And Viper actually, the Lycan's 3-3 now. Dragon Knight 0-1, so that's allowed this Viper to pretty much be neck and neck with the Lycan. Timber Saw ahead of the Nyx Assassin. Actually, no, switching around. Going back and forth between these heroes. Black King Bar pick up by the GK. As first item, he didn't even go Shadow Blade this game. Just did not have the most amazing early game. But the BKB will help him out a lot in these team fights. And Doom 4-0-1 has his plate mill, probably working into either a Shiva's Guard or an Assault Cuirass. Generally, we do see Shiva's first before the AC, as far as Doom players are concerned. Eye of the Tiger And they could go for this mid tower. It is the final tier 1 tower on the map for both teams, actually. Yep, there's the Shiva's Guard. 22 minutes into the match. Oh, there's the Doom on Jo. Forward Impale also hits Karn. So the Doom hits are nice, but they're not able to get the kills that Karn necessarily wants. Okay, Monkey Spanner, get the top tower, cancel on the TP. Necrominion Book level 2 online for Jo. There's not too much support in the bottom lane. I think they're going to have to eventually get out of there. For some reason, Eye of the Tiger, all of the supports are farming their jungle. And Timbersaw grabbing the Bloodstone. Very big pickup for him. It's going to allow him to just have continued presence in these team fights. Also, the fact that Karn picked up the mechanism on the Doom, that is going to allow Monkey Spammer to have a little bit more breathing room for their support heroes. Maybe they're going to have a few earlier Force Staffs on their team. We could even, think about Agnum Scepter Ultimate on the Disruptor. Not something that's seen too often, but it does disable items as well if you get them in your ultimate. So it's it's an AoE Doom, and you have a Doom on your team. You're like shutting down the entire opponent's squad. A Monkey Spanner. They're smoked up. Not grabbing the double damage room. You may wonder why. It's because Eye of the Tiger could see if that gets picked up. EoT. It doesn't look like there'll be any pickoffs. These teams are surprisingly good at avoiding each other. The smoke fades. Nace will grab the double damage rune. I think it's going to come down to positioning in these fights now. We've gotten to a point in the game where one person not being with the team could spell doom for them. And Chrissy is looking around for a target. Was he spotted? That's the real question. EoT's tier 2 tower under attack. Ooh. The dogs are revealed. And the Dazzle ultimate, I guess it does hit 2 of the heroes. But Eye of the Tiger, I guess this does buy them a little bit of time. But not too much beyond that. And Monkey Spanner just putting up a few invisible wards. Oh, Jo, any moves using the ultimate. Who are they going to go on first? Oh, very nice. Song of the Siren, though, completely removing any initiation power of Eye of the Tiger besides the dragon. The DPS is good. Down goes Chrissy. And who's going to be next? It looks like Tootie is the target. Can he escape? No, he can't. Monkey Spanner already losing 3 of their members, but 2 are dead. On Eye of the Tiger's end, Rose low on health. Another hit or 2 could spell his doom. He's going to fall, so it's a 3-for-3 trade. Dragonite low on health. Jo giving chase. Karn, I don't think he can man mode this. He's got to get out of there. Uses a stun, buys him a little bit of time. Tootie back in action thanks to the Bloodstone. Oh, are we going to see a death? Yes, they kill off the Dragonite. Jo could have overextended. Are we going to see a death? He's trying the TP out. He gets away. Very close. That was almost a death. And these teams, so evenly matched, 11-11 still. We're not seeing a clear victor here in these fights. But you do have to admit that that initiation was a little bit better for Eye of the Tiger. And they're trying to get a deny. Will they get it on the mid tower? No, they won't. Tootie picks it up. The Viper back in action. Dragonite's still on the sidelines for a couple more seconds. I like this. Viper is picking up a Necrominion book. It's going to give a lot of true sight vision to their team in the later stages, which will be very useful against the Wolves. And the next assassin being handled by Chrissy, of course, who is giving chase to the park. Uh-oh, this could be one dead Naga Siren. Yeah, she is toast. Yeah, this Nyx Assassin has been creating a lot of space for Eye of the Tiger, I feel. Jo, despite getting a lot of kills, he has died a good amount of times. When he has this Black King bar online, though, I think these team fights are going to work a lot better for Eye of the Tiger. Excuse me. You know, just defense against that Song of the Siren, against Disruptor, less overall DPS from Monkey Spanner's end. And make no mistake, this is a team that really relies a lot on their ultimates. If you look at Eye of the Tiger, their ultimates are great, but they're not the be-all, end-all of their squad. It's a nice pickup, though. Visage with the Agnum Scepter, so that's 3 supports that he has in the air helping him out. Looks like Doom is going to try and pick up an Assault Cuirass as his next item. Already has that Hyperstone and an additional Plate Mail in his inventory. BKB will probably be the next item for the Timbersaw. Instant BKB and teleport out. Dragonite not taking any chances. And that would have probably been a death for him as well. There was a lot of Monkey Spanner nearby. Roshan around the corner. In about 30 seconds, he will be back. And Lycan's doing a lot of split pushing in the bottom lane. Look at Karn, though. He is just waiting. All right, not waiting anymore. Deciding, hey, not going to deal with you. He even eats up one of those creeps, I believe. Or just nukes it to death. Uh-oh. Chrissy, a lot of DPS on Karn. Is he going to survive? He's trying to run away, but there's no mana for the mech. Trying the blink, what a juke! Nice blink away, will it matter though? Jo, he gets the net, he's gonna be stuck, and down he goes! Very, very well played by Monkey Spanner. Very, very good jukes. So Karn staying alive, and also picking up that Assault Cuirass. Roshan's back. I think Monkey Spanner, this would be a good time for them to pick off Roshan. They have the time, and they have also decided to pick up a gem for the Naga, who is dirt poor, might I add. I don't know if they'll be able to get the Roshan pick, though. It looks like they're just going to push that final Tier 2 tower. And a Necrominion 3 being grabbed by the Viper as well as a gem, and he already has his Agnum Scepter. So this Viper, he is looking pretty darn sharp. A BKB as well for the Timbersaw. But despite relatively even game, it's a gold advantage for Monkey Spanner and an experience advantage for Eye of the Tiger. We have seen Monkey Spanner grouped up a little bit more over Eye of the Tiger. And it's going to hit a part in the game where there's going to be a lot of split pushing power from Eye of the Tiger. And Monkey Spanner, they're clearly a team that wants the team fight. They want to do the team fights. That's what they're about. Oh no, Jo under a lot of trouble. And he'll be okay though. Just getting doomed, and there's going to back away following that. But, I mean, just look at how long Jeho's Black King bar has been delayed. Every time, he's been so close, but unable to get it. Eye of the Tiger may actually take this opportunity to just go ahead and Roshan. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. There's a lot of members nearby. And Eye of the Tiger, in they go. Is the DPS good enough? Are they going to go straight for the Roshan kill? No, they're not. Song of the Siren. Are they going to go after Roshan? Can they get the kill? This is going to be darn close. And they're going to get it. Karn, he's picked up the Aegis, stole it from Jeho, and he's in a lot of trouble. Down goes the Werewolf. This is an absolute disaster for Eye of the Tiger. Their main carry, he's just getting shut down consistently. Jo not having the best of times. This tower, it's going to fall. Nothing stopping it. Monkey Spanner, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the tier 3. And you know what? I don't think that Eye of the Tiger can stop them. They don't have the DPS. They have an Assault Cuirass, but that's about it. Focusing on the tower. 5 members of Monkey Spanner still looking quite healthy as they continue getting the tower. Nice job doing a little bit of stuns. Out comes the kinetic field as well. Rior, he looks to be okay. Karn under a lot of pressure. He actually may end up dying. Pops the Aegis, but the trade-off, Rior will end up dying. Tudia at low health, but I don't think it even matters. Down goes Dragonite. Byung extremely low. He gets glimpsed back, and he is not surviving this one. A buyback from the Visage. Could we see an overextension from Monkey Spanner? There are some buybacks. Oh, Nace. Yeah, he is not going to survive this. So down he goes and loses the gem, but that was still a costly trade for Eye of the Tiger. They did have to use a buyback. But then again, they did get the gem. They saved their tower. I guess, actually, they denied the tower. But, I mean, when all is said and done, the teams are tied up at 16-16. So still being very even in these fights. I think Monkey Spanner may have gotten a little too overeager in that last fight. They had the advantage, but they overstayed their welcome and they didn't focus enough on the tower. But still a very difficult position to be in. You know, you have a lot of heroes that are very squishy and can be easily picked off by your team. The opposition doesn't have their main damage dealer. It's kind of a fight where you'd kind of want to see what else you can kill. There's the Haven's Halberd on the Doom. He's not going to have a slot for a Town Portal Scroll, so I do imagine those Mana Boots will be traded out as his next item. But the Doom looking really solid for items. And this is also going to do a very good job at shutting down that Lycan or the Dragon Knight. All right, score still tied up 16-16. 34 minutes into the match. Roshan still not in the books for a little bit. Just some annoying harassment on 4-8-8-5, but it's not enough to pick him off. I'm just giving a little bit more gold to Monkey Spanner. Chris is still nearby. He has picked up his Force Staff, and the gem is on to that hero. Karn blinking forward, looking, but not going to find him. So Chrissy just completely invisible, looking for another pickoff on one of the supports, and looks like he may indeed get it. Oh, I wish the cameras... Can they focus on the fight? They're missing it, actually. I guess he decided to stay invisible. Okay, never mind. It did look like Chrissy wanted to pick off a support, though. Okay, Eye of the Tiger doing some split pushing. Tootie, though, returning to the bottom lane, or top lane, to help out. And lots of TP rotations from Monkey Spanner. They just do a little bit of defending. I guess the same could be said on both ends. The park is smoked up. Well, not anymore, he's not. He has grabbed a good amount of sentry wards as well as observer wards. All right, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Smoke from Eye of the Tiger. Missing the Dragonite, though. I feel that may have been a bit of a mistake. And it's not like they're going to smoke in the Roshan. He's still out of the picture for slightly under 5 minutes. Monkey Spanner, they have to be careful, though, in this situation. They don't know where the enemy team is. Oh, wow. Actually, I have the Tiger. If they went a different way, this could be bad. Uh-oh. Force staffing Rose away. Are we going to see a Naga Siren ultimate? No, we're not. That was potentially a big team fight. The Park, or Monkey Spanner overall, deciding against it. Karn picking up his Boots of Travel finally. So he's essentially 6-slotted. I do wonder if he'll try and get any other damaging items. Maybe switch out the mech as the game progresses into the later stages of the game. But, you know, with the way Doom farms, it is pretty easy to get all the core items you want on that hero. Oh, Chrissy. He won't be able to pick off Tootie. He's going to give it a shot, though, just being annoying. Tootie doesn't even give a damn. One stun hitting the Goblin. Not going to happen. Okay. I have the Tiger. It's up to them to defend. The Shadow Weave does hit some of their heroes. No initiation just yet. Chrissy, he manages to get one hit off. And Naga Siren using her ultimate. But Jeo, he's still around. And the song is done for the time being. Tootie getting just completely obliterated. Jeho being blown up as well. He gets killed off, though. Instant buyback from both ends. And Rior looks like he's going to be next. And there's a buyback as well from him. But Monkey Spanner, they're looking pretty good in this team fight. They need to go after the barracks, though. Tootie getting very aggressive. Looks like he may end up falling. And down goes the Visage. The towers fall. That's one barracks available for Monkey Spanner. And they forced out so many buybacks. They lost the Viper. But that was an excellent trade. Monkey Spanner, they're certainly ahead at this point in the game. They have to do that to the mid and top barracks, and they should have this game in the bag. But one botched team fight, and I have the Tiger. They have some incredible pushing potential with Jeho and the Dragon Knight. It's still not over yet, but make no mistake, Monkey Spanner does have a pretty solid advantage at this point. But what a game we're seeing from both teams. I am very impressed with Monkey Spanner because, you know, I have the Tiger. They're one of these teams that you really feel like they should be a tier 1 team. And Monkey Spanner, a tier 2 team, they are holding their own against their opponents. I guess picking up another foreigner has really helped out their lineup. And Tootie also really rich at this point, 3,900 gold, and unable to buy back, so might as well spend it on something. He could get a Shiva's Guard next. Another Shiva's Guard's always nice. Maybe even a Necrobook as well, or a Blink Dagger for some extra mobility. Jeho, though, he's just going to make sure this tier 2 tower falls and may actually go for the tier 3. Monkey Spanner, the question is, do they even care? They may just want to go for this tier 2 tower. Out comes the stun from the Nyx Assassin. Not going to happen. All right, Karn rotating back towards the bottom lane, instantly eating up one of those wolves. A little bit of a team fight. I think they've managed to pick off one of the familiars, but the other two are still alive and dandy. Roshan's around the corner as well. We'll see who actually gets the Roshan kill. Eye of the Tiger do have some good ward placement, so they will know if Monkey Spanner is trying to go for that kill. Also, Monkey Spanner will be the team that does see the Roshan respawn first. And another gem purchased by Karn, of course, because he pretty much has all the items that he needs. And Viper, wow, also has a Haven's Halberd and a plate armor. Could he be going for Shiva's Guard? That's an interesting item choice. Don't see that on Viper too often. Would expect maybe some more damage out from the Viper, or maybe even a Heart of Tarask. Agnum Scepter on the way for the Disruptor. He's about 500 gold away. Yeah, Jim on the Timbersaw is pretty smart, but I do wonder what he's going to try to use that money on. And Karn's starting to go to work. Look at this, though. Monkey Spanner being very aggressive, moving forward. And you know what? They're going to move around, and they're going to secure a Roshan kill. Eye of the Tiger think that there's an attack coming. They're doing a little bit of split pushing in the meantime with Jo. But that does mean they're going to most likely give up this Roshan kill. Monkey Spanner, they are lacking a bit of DPS, though. And I think if they committed a little bit more to that, they could have actually gotten the kill. All right, Viper is moving back to the help out. Oh, glimpse as well. But the BKB prevents that from happening. Also, a TP follow-up. Roshan could actually end up going the Eye of the Tiger if they have the positioning. Disruptor and Viper are still at home. As we get to the later stages in the game, though, Eye of the Tiger, I do feel like they have a slightly superior lineup. Maybe if we see like a Radiance on the Snogger or something, things could change a little bit, but I do feel like Monkey Spanner, their team is going to start the peak right around now. Well, Eye of the Tiger, they're going to get only stronger. Karn being very aggressive, moving in on Chrissy, force staff forward. Byung, can he keep him alive? It looks like he will be able to keep him alive. DK teleporting home as well. Eye of the Tiger, these guys, they're afraid to fight. They are afraid to fight Monkey Spanner. That's just what it's coming down to. I would like to see them, Monkey Spanner that is, go ahead for the Roshan kill, but they're deciding they want to fight on the front lines, but will they commit to the tier 2 push? Out comes the Viper attack on Rior using the ultimate. That is annoying, but nothing much beyond that. Okay, they are opting for the safer play and just going to go ahead and pick off the Roshan. So this Roshan, Eye of the Tiger, they're trying to be annoying, but they're not going to be able to do much beyond that. And look at that, 2D picking up the Aegis. He does tend to get blown up in these fights. The other heroes, besides the supports, are just extremely, extremely tanky. A Dragonite picking up a Chrysalis. And Jo is actually on the other side of the map. This could be a bit of a mistake. Let's not forget the gym available for Monkey Spanner. Karn mana burned up. His Doom's available in a few seconds. I believe they are going to move in for this team fight, but Agnum Scepter online from Monkey Spanner. In goes Karn. And he does get hit by that negative armor, but I mean, that is an Assault Cuirass online. In comes the Naga Siren ultimate as well. It has the kinetic field. Down goes the Visage. And Dazzle follow-up. This is an absolute terrible, terrible position for Eye of the Tiger to be in. There's a buyback. Jo, he's trying the Rat Dota it up. There's going to be a teleport from the Viper. Will he try the man mode against Jeho? No. He's just going to go ahead, run away. So the tower is saved. Karn, he's getting blown to pieces, though. And this is actually a big mistake. Monkey Spanner ends up losing their main hero, the Doom, 4885. Low on health, but he does escape. And this is just, it's one of those things that it's really hard to deal with when you're facing, the pushing strategies from heroes like the Lycan, like the Nature's Prophet. You have these heroes that can be on one side of the map, be really annoying, and force a town portal or two home, and then they just, they back up a little bit and they come home. Oh, that's a good pickup. Shiva's Guard. Or not Shiva's Guard, Scythe of Ice. Any mana problems that this Timbersaw may have had are now completely obsolete. And he has the Aegis as well. Viper picking up an Assault Cuirass. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The Doom already has an Assault Cuirass, unless I'm crazy and he like sold it or something. I'm pretty sure he has one. Naga's still pretty darn dirt poor. Helping out as far as support goes. Doom's going to be back online in just a moment. And we'll see what Monkey Spanner's next move is. I think if they push out all of their lanes, then they can safely push one main lane. They have the team fight. I believe that Monkey Spanner has a slight edge in these team fights. They have the initiation power with the Doom. Lycan, though, has the BKB as well as a Desolator, so the damage from his end is really, really good. Rior, though, almost got hit with the ultimate. Chrissy throwing out a stun. Sudi down to about half health. He's okay. He'll be able to regenerate up pretty fast. And Jo, he is just deciding, I have to push this lane, ratting it up. Not a bad ultimate, but the tower goes down. Tier 2 Chrissy in a lot of trouble. I don't think there's survival for him, but out comes the Grave Chill, keeping him alive. Pyong, will he escape this time? No, he won't. So that's already one down. Nyx Assassin buyback. Caitlyn Rose could be next. The Aegis is popped, but there's a Tier 2 tower fallen, and it's the melee racks. Monkey King Spanner. They're going to have to fight the Rat, though. Jeho, he's managed to get the Tier 2 tower. Out comes the ultimate. Rior, he's just managed to barely escape, but no. He's not going to be around for 100 seconds, but the buyback keeps him alive for the time being. Jo, he's just going straight for the throne. Are we going to see a base race scenario? This is going to be absolutely insane. He's going for it. And the Dragonite, he's bottom as well. Monkey Spanner, what are they going to do? Will they come home? The throne is under attack. Monkey Spanner, they need to go home. They can't continue this fight. Jo, he's just continuing to attack this tower. Oh my God, is Eye of the Tiger going to win? Oh my God, they won. Eye of the Tiger. They just went straight for the throne and they won. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! I can't believe it! That is Rat Dota to the highest degree! There is no way, absolutely no way, that Eye of the Tiger should have won that match! Absolutely no way! But they managed to get the win! Monkey Spanner, they must be absolutely speechless because they had that game in the bag. That was their game to win. They were outplaying Eye of the Tiger, winning all of the fights. But in the end, Jo with the Lycan, he ate through an entire rack's 2 towers and then the main base. That is absolutely insane. Oh my God, I am almost speechless. Oh, well, that was certainly